Hello, my name is Hiren Taylor and welcome back to Arduino Programming and Interfacing. In this tutorial, you will learn about servo motors. A servo motor is widely used in Arduino projects and it is actually a DC motor with control circuits, and servo motor are controlled by the PWM, that is pulse width modulation, through the control pin. The servo motor is look like this and it has a 3 pin. The first 2 pins are useful for the ground and the VCC, and we have another pin that is going to be connected to the any PWM pin of the Arduino. Generally in the Arduino we have the 3rd, 5th, then 6th, 9, 10, 11. These all are the PWM pin. Here you can see that it is written as PWM, or in some of the Arduino it can be mentioned as a bar also. So this is the simple interfacing diagram of the servo motor with the Arduino. So next we are going to connect this servo motor to the Arduino. So here you can see that we have 3 wires. First one is brown, red and the yellow. So this brown wire is useful for the ground, and the middle one is for the supply, which is connected to supply, and the last one is the output of the servo motor, which is connected to the pin number 9 of the Arduino. So this is just a simple connection of the servo motor, and next we are going to see how we can program this servo motor. Along with the servo motor, I am also going to tell you about use of for loop in the Arduino. So for loop run a series of commands a number of times in a program. So first you can see the syntax of the for loop. First we have to write down for, and then we have the parenthesis, and here you can give the declaration and the definition, then semicolon, then we have to write down the condition, and then either we can mention the increment or the decrement. And if this condition is true, then it will follow the statement and it will run unless and until this condition is remain true. And if this condition is not satisfied, it will be just come out of this loop and the next statement will be followed. So let me give you one example. We can write for loop in this way. For, now here we have integer I equal to 0, then semicolon, I is less than 10. So this is the condition that we are talking about. We are saying that if we have initially I is 0, and our condition is that unless and until I is remain less than 10, it should run the loop. And what we are doing, we are going to increment the value of I every time the loop is being run. So here you can see that we have I plus plus. So this will increment the value of the I. So initially it is 0, and then we will have the increment, so it will become 1, and then 2 and 3 and so on. So every time this loop will run, it will print the value of I. This loop will run up to value of 9, because we have mentioned the I is less than 10, and it will print all the values from 0 to 9. So this is how the for loop is working. So this is the Arduino program for the servo motor. In this program, we are going to turn the servo motor from 0 to 180 and again 180 to 0, as this servo motor is capable to rotate only between the 0 and 180. So to program the servo motor, the first thing you need to do is include the servo.h header file, which is inbuilt in the Arduino, so you don't need to install anything. And then we need to define the variable for the servo. So I have used the htservo as a variable, and to give the position to the servo motor, I have used this POS variable, and initial position of the servo motor will be 0. Now we need to connect servo motor to pin number 9. You can connect any PWM pin of the Arduino. So I have just connected to pin number 9. So I am going to use 9 over here, and to connect the pin for servo motor library, we have attach command. So here you can write in this way, htservo.attach. it will mention that our servo motor is connected to pin number 9. Then in the void loop we need to mention our logic. So for our logic to rotate the servo motor from 0 to 180 and 180 to 0, I have used this for loop. So here you can see that initially we have started from 0th position. So let's say it is a 0 degree, and then we have a POS less than or equal to 180. So it will be goes up to the 180 degree. This is our condition, and then we are going to increment the value of POS by 1. So every time it will increment the 1 degree, and what it will do, it will write the value of POS to the servo motor pin. So here you can see that we have the initial is 0, then we will have the 15 millisecond delay, and again it will be incremented by 1, it will become 2, and again it will be rotated 1 degree, and so on it will rotate to the 180 degree. So let's say it is going from 0 to 180. Now once it will reach at the 180, this loop will become false and we will reach over here to the another for loop. Now here again we have the position as 180 degree because we have just stopped at the 180 degree. Now what we can do, we can just compare that whether it is greater than or equal to 0, and now we are going to decrement the value of pause by the 1. So therefore it is a minus equal to, and we will write the value of pause. So it will just move the servo motor at 1 degree with the delay of 15 millisecond. Now it will rotate from 180 to 0. That's how the loop will be continue, and the motor will run from 0 to 180 and 180 to 0. So let's upload the program and check it. So now I'm going to connect this USB cable to the laptop, and here you can see that in tools we have this COM port and we have selected the Arduino. So what we can do, we can upload this code to the board. So I have just click on upload it. So here you can see that it is now moving from the 0, this is let's say 0 position, now it is going towards the 180, again 180 to 0, and 0 to 180. So likewise the motor is always going to be moved. So next I'm going to connect this IR sensor to the Arduino. So the first pin is a ground pin, so I will connect to the ground. Then second we have the plus VCC, so I will connect to the plus 5 volt from the Arduino. And the last one is for the output from the IR sensor, and I am going to connect to the pin number 2 of the Arduino. That's how we can interface this IR sensor to the Arduino. So next I am going to tell you about how we can program this IR sensor to control the servo motor as a gate. Of course, first we need to include the servo.h header file, and then here we have our extra program, that is pin mode 2, input. That means we have defined the output of IR sensor as input to the Arduino at pin number 2. And here we have our condition. If the digital read 2, that means if there is some object at IR sensor, that means it will be high, then we want to change the position to the 90 degree. That means if the gate is closed at 0 degree, that means it will be open at the 90 degree, and it will remain open for the 3 seconds with the delay of 3000 millisecond. And otherwise, if there is no object, if IR sensor output will be low, then what will happen, that we will write the position is equal to 0. That means servo motor will come at initial position and our gate will be closed again. So that's how this program is working. Let's upload and check it. So now I am going to upload this code to the Arduino board. So here you can see that we have done uploading. Right now you can see that the servo motor is at 0 position and there is no object in front of IR sensor and our gate is closed. let's say someone is entering from here, so you can see that IR sensor output is high and the door is open, so we can easily enter in the room. Now the moment it will goes low, it will again come at the initial position. So here you can again see that if someone will enter, the door will be open for the 3 seconds. We can vary the timing also. So that's how this IR sensor and the servo motor can be used as to close and open the door. You can design lots of applications. I hope you have liked this video. Please give your feedback in the comment. Don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video.